Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. I am live streaming on Rumble, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow, and/or follow, whatever. Down in the description below, there should be links to the other channels. If not, you can find it on the bio or the about section of whichever channel you guys are viewing this on. Uh, we're gonna continue another gamer to engineer. I don't know what you call that. Fucking episodes, whatever. We're gonna be learning Python on Boot.Dev, and that is my brother's dog. You probably heard the neighbors. Oh, look at it! Look at it. Kai, shh, come. Kai, come. Yeah, say hello. Say hi. Say hi. Paw. Shh, paw. Paw. All right, go see who's at the door. Anyways, let's continue learning on Boot.Dev. Let's see, mic is on, desktop audio is off. I am listening to Pandora, so do not want to get copyrighted. Anywho, where are we at? We're on chapter 8 loops. All right, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can within this hour and a half, 2 hours. Um, let's see how far I could get on this. Let's go into loops. Alright, loops are a programmer's best friend. Loops allow us to do the same operation multiple times without having to write it explicitly each time. For example, let's pretend I want to print numbers 0 through 9. I could do this. Even so, it would save me a lot of time typing. It will save me a lot of time of shit. Even so, it would save me a lot of time typing to use a loop, especially if I wanted to do the same thing 1,000 or more, 1,000,000 times. For a loop in Python, it is written like this: for I in range 0 to 10, print I. So randomly 0 through 10. I is a variable that takes on each value from 0 to 9, one at a time. In English, the code says start with I equals 0. I in range 0. If I is greater than or equal to 10, range 0, comma 10, exit the loop. Else, print I to the console. Print I. Add 1 plus uh, it adds 1 to I. Range defaults to incrementing by 1. Go back to step 2, and then it just keeps going. The result is that the numbers 0 through 9 are logged to the console in order. The numbers A, B in range A, B are inclusive of A and exclusive of B. So range A to 10 includes 0 but not 10. So 0 to 9, basically. White space matters in Python. The body of a for loop must be indented, otherwise you'll get a syntax error. Assignment. Alright. My assignment says complete the missing sections of the for loop in the print numbers function. Alright, here's the function. Print numbers function. It says don't edit below this line, so I'm gonna be editing this. Well, basically this right here. Alright, complete the missing section of the for loop in the print numbers function so that it prints the number 0 to 99 to the console. Alright, it's a for loop. For I, let's see, for I in range, let's see, 0, no, that's a O, 0, comma, 99. Alright, so prints the number 0 to 99 to the console. Alright, so not 99, 100. Print I. That should work right there. Yep, it goes all the way to 99. Alright, submit. That's all I had to do. Basically the same shit. Just change this to 100. Or add a 0 actually. I could have copied that. Whatever. Let's go on to the next one. Loops practice. Hold up, let me change the song. Great commercial. Loops practice. As a reminder, a for loop in Python is written like this: for I in range 0, 10, print I. Wait, it looks kind of the same, but it's different. Alright. In English, the code says start with I equals 0, I in range of in range 0. If I equals if I is greater than or equal to 10, range 0 to 10, exit the loop, print I to the console, add 1 to I, range defaults to incrementing by 1, go back to step 2. So, okay. Same shit. The result is, I'm listening to a good song right here. Take me home, country roads. Take me home to place I belong. Yeah, I love that song. Oldies. Let's see. This results. The result is that the numbers 0 to 9 are logged to the console in order. White space matters in Python. Yada yada. In the print numbers function, write a for loop from scratch that logs the numbers 0 to 199 to the console. Alright. So I could copy this whole thing, but I need to practice on my typing. Okay, so for comma I in range, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Me home. And right there, instead of 199, it's gonna be 200. And then I gotta make sure there's a colon right here. And then enter, and then print. Print I. Run it. Submit. Alright, there we go. Hold up, let me get a drink. Thanks to Burnt Peanut and all those videos, all those short videos. I'm trying out Voodoo Ranger. I bought the Hoppy pack off of Amazon. They delivered and shit. Make sure you're 21 or older, because it is alcohol. This is a 6.5% ABV. I forgot what ABV stands for, but I'm guessing like the alcohol content. Alcohol by volume, I think. Whatever. It's a lot of alcohol content in one can of beer, so you don't have to drink as much to feel the buzz. Anyways, I got this, and I got a Pepsi right next to it. So after I drink, I'll drink Pepsi, and then I'll drink some water. Drink in moderation if you're gonna drink. Don't drink and drive, la la la, all that stuff. Be responsible. Anyways, loops practice. As a reminder, a for loop in Python is written like this: for I in range 0, 10, print I. In English, okay, so it's the same shit. The assignment is print numbers from 5 to function. Alright. It says in this function, the for loop starts at 0. And it should start at 5. Only change the start. Alright, so 6. Okay, well that didn't work. It's 5. Run. Alright, submit. That's all I had to do. Change this. Pretty easy. Cotton Fields by creating Clearwater Revival. It feels back home. Loop review. For I in range 0 to 10, print I prints the number 0 to 9 on the console. Why would you want to use a loop? To do the same thing over and over without writing the same code. Oh, I should have read everything else, but because the computer understands loops better than repetitive code, because loops speed up your app. Next. Alright. Why does the code on the left print 0 to 9999 and not 0 to 1000? Because print I only happens while it is less than or equal to 1000. Because print I only happens while it is less, not equal to 1000. This one. Alright. And then all the other ones are wrong. Anyways. White space in Python. The body of the for loop must be indented. Alright, otherwise you'll get a syntax error. Not only that, but every line in the body of the loop must be indented in the same way. We use the for spaces convention. Pressing the tab key should automatically insert 4 spaces. White space matters in Python. It is required to indent a body of traditional for loop Python. Alright. Range continued. How many lessons are in this one? 15. I'm already, let's see, halfway would be 8. Yeah. I'm almost halfway done. Anyways, range continued. The range function we've been using in our for loops actually has have I been speaking with the microphone off? Nope, it's on. I'm just double checking. We are green. 14 minutes streaming. Alright, cool. I gotta check because it gets hella awkward once I'm live streaming and I just like find out. I go back, look at my own video, it's cut off or it's all blacked out like this or something. And I'm like, fuck, shit! And then I already did it, so then I have to go back and look at my previous video and see where I left off so I could like, whatever. First, perception or reactions, or like, I want people to be able to see my brand new reaction to it, and I don't want to have to fake it. Be authentic as I can. Range continued. The range function we've been using in our for loops actually has an optional third parameter in the step. Alright. For I in range 0, 10 to... Alright, so 3 parameters instead of... Ooh. Green onions. Booker T. Alright. So it prints... Oh, this is just saying count by 2s. So from 0 to 10, count by 2s. 0 to 4... Okay. Alright. So the step parameter determines how much to add to I in each iteration of the loop. You can even go backwards. Okay, -1. So 3, 2, 1. Alright. Assignment. Let me click on tip. Fix the for loop in the countdown function right here. Here's the function, and this is what we're gonna change something in there. Alright. It takes start and end inputs, but start is always greater than end. Alright? It's supposed to print every integer counting down by 1, beginning at start, inclusive, and stopping just before end, exclusive, but there's a mistake in the range function call. Tip. In the programming world, it's common for the first number in the range to be inclusive, and the second number is exclusive. Range 0 to 10 will include 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 9. Alright. That's it. Okay. So for I in range, and then this one, comma, negative uno. Let's see what this does. 15, 14, 13, 12. Oh, wait, what? Using integers 10 and n0, printing numbers from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Alright, that was it. Don't overcomplicate it. Alright, some game. Remember, you can use in-place operators to increase or decrease a variable by any amount. Number of enemies equals 10. Number of enemies plus equals 2. Number of enemies is 12. Alright. This is subtraction right here. That's addition. Okay. The assignment is fixed bug in the sum of the numbers function. Instead of adding 1 to total, alright, each iteration of the loop, it should add I. Okay. For example, instead of 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, we want 0 plus 1 plus 2. Alright, that's all we have to do. This is 3, yeah. So the total plus equals, instead of 1, change it to I. So it gets like the new, once I, the variable, once it changes, it saves it, and then you add it onto it, the number. So it saves the number, and then it becomes a new iteration, or new digit added onto it. So yeah, kind of how like compound interest works in finance. Anyways, next. All right, pretty good, pretty good. 9, I'm more than halfway there. Some game 2, while continuous statement, break statement, match, countdown, experience points, and meditate. Alright, the sum of odd numbers function should calculate the sum of all odd numbers, starting at 1 up to, but not including the given end number, and return the results. Fix the loop so that it iterates over the correct numbers. Tip. Just a tip. How much should you increment by in each iteration of the loop to get to the next odd number? 2, right? The next odd number. So 0, add total I by 2. I'm guessing 2 because you have 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. Alright, so it skips over the even number and it stays odd. So I'm guessing that's... Let's run it just to make sure. Inputs 4 expected, 4 actual, 2 fail. Alright, so let's put I. Let's see what that does. No, wrong. 3, run. Expected 4. Oh, wait. You know what? I think we could put odd, right? Nope, we can't do that. Alright. Alright. Let's just put 2 right there. 0 passed, 2 failed. Actual 8. Alright, so let's just do 1. And let's see what happens. 1 passed, 1 failed. Alright, for I in range A to N, total plus 1. So total equals 0. Total equals I. Let's do that. Alright, so for I in range 0 to N, the total plus 2. And let's run that. Oh shit, that does nothing. Is to 1 0 pass. So on shit. All right, I need help. I'm just guessing. All right, Boots. It says you're very close. The bug is in the loop range, and the way total is being updated. The range 0 to end walks every number, not just odd ones. Total plus equals 1 adds the same amount each time instead of adding the current odd number. Alright. Starting total at 1 also shifts the result before the loop begins. Think about this pattern. Begin at the very first odd number, skip by 2 each time, add the current number to total. Alright, so total equals 0, 0 and then maybe comma 2 right here, like that. Nope. Let's just put odd. Oh, why the fuck did that pop up then? Odd is not defined. Okay. How about ODD? I don't know. Alright, so one passed here. Alright, for R in range 0 and okay, begin the first odd number, skip, add the current number to the total. How about plus I here? Run? Nope. Begin at the first odd number. Okay. Skip by 2 each time. Add the current. Okay. What should the first value in the loop be if you want odd numbers? Alright. What about now? That error means you're trying to use I before the loop has assigned it. A good mental check. I only exists inside the for loop body. After the loop starts, alright, so I only exist in the for loop. Return total. Alright, let's add it here. Maybe plus 2. Run. Nope. Nope. For I in range 0 and grab the total. plus or equals to 1. Return total. Okay, so it starts at 0 for I in range 0 to n. Total plus or equals to... What should be added to the total each time? Nope. Nope. Uh, Help. I'm stuck. Try these 3 checks. Start at the first odd number, not 0. So 1. And then change this to 2. No. Step by 2 so you only hit odd numbers. Add the loop variable itself to total. The loop variable. Alright, for I in range 0 to n, the total, get the total plus 2, return total. How is that not working? Alright, so the input 4, expected 4, actual is 9. So if we put this to 0, alright, actual 8, expected 4. Inputs and 4, expected 4, actual 4 pass. So this one passed. Inputs end 6, expected 9, actual 6. Shit. Enoch Apedo, what up? You've been trying to create a trading bot in VS Code, but still get confused everywhere? Shoot. I'm just trying to learn something. I'm just trying to learn something. I'm not doing any projects yet. Not not really. Unless you count this as a project. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Look at the range. Okay. The first argument is where to start, the second argument is where to stop. The third argument is how much to jump each time. For the odd numbers, you want to start on an odd value, and then jump by 2. Stop before end. What range arguments would do that? Alright, so you start at 1, alright, and then you go by, wait, hold on, let's run it and see what this does. Okay, 0 passed, 2 failed, comma, 2. Nope, that doesn't do it. For odd numbers, you want to start on an odd value, jump by 2, stop before end. What range arguments would do that? Alright, so the actual came out to be 2. How about 1? Nope. Zero. Then let's try this. Alright, that failed. Okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I not fixing? So it's starting on an odd value. Maybe I should change this to 1. Nope. Fuck. I'm stuck! Me no know what to do. Alright, you're mixing up two separate ideas, the range 0 and 1. It still gives you number 0, 1, 2, 3. The total plus equals 1 only counts how many loop iterations happened. The task wants the sum of odd numbers, so you need the loop to visit only odd numbers and then add each one. Hint, start at 1, step by 2, add the current loop value, not 1. Okay. So add I. Start at 1, go by 2, run. This one has to start at 1, run. God damn, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Start at 1, step by 2. Still not getting it. It says you're very close. The remaining issue is the starting values. The total equals 1 already adds an odd number before the loop begins. Range 0 and 2 start at 0, which is not odd. So your loop is visiting even numbers when adding them. 2 questions. What should the first odd number be? What should total start at if nothing has been added yet? So do I put 2 and then I put there 0? Nope. Alright, so 4. For I in range. Yes, the structure is right, but the loop is still landing on even numbers. For odd numbers, the sequence should be 1, 3, 5, 7. Ask yourself, if you start at 2, what kind of numbers do you get when you are stepping by 2? What start value would produce only odd numbers? Once that start value is correct, your total should be okay. Oh wait, I've been having it right the whole time, but when I read like the 2 past right here, my mind for some reason I was thinking like I saw 2 past, I had it, but then I changed it again. I thought it was on the failed. Like I don't know. All right, I got it. I had it right the like 10 minutes ago. All right, so total equals 0 for I in range 1 and 2. Total is plus equals to I return total. So it was right the whole time. Jesus. Jesus. Uh, Fucking falling asleep or some shit. Damn. My Lord. Hunger for your touch. Alright, while. Python has another type of loop. The while loop. It's a loop that continues while a condition remains true. The syntax is simple. Alright, while 1 print 1 evaluates to true. Print, excuse me, 1 evaluates to true and continues. Example above is hard-coded to continue forever, creating infinite loop. Typically, a while loop condition is a comparison or variable, and it determines when the loop ends. So num equals 0, while the number is less than 3, the num plus equals 1. Print num. So it prints 1, 2, 3, and the loop stops when the number is greater than or equal to 3. Alright. Assignment. In Fantasy Quest, player characters regenerate health when standing still. While away from enemies, this means they will gain health, but can't run from the enemies that are coming towards the but can't run from enemies that are coming towards them while regenerating. Alright. Complete regenerate function while using a while loop. It takes current health, max health, and enemy distance integers and returns an integer. Alright, so the first one. Use a while loop to determine if they can regenerate. Assume they're stationary and enemies are pursuing them. The character can regenerate while both of these conditions are true. 1. The character's current health is less than their max health. Alright. An enemy is more than a distance of 3 from the character. Okay. Alright. Alright, so while let's see. Current health is Shoot. It takes current health, max health. Okay. While current health is less than. Where's the little arrows? Less than. Less than max health. Then colon, enter. Alright, while loop determines if it can regenerate, assume they're stationary, enemies are pursuing them, character regenerates while both conditions are true. So the current health is less than their max health. I got that one. Okay. An enemy is more than... Can I put and? Can I like... While current health is less than max health and... Let's see if I can do that. Little bitty pretty one. Lovely, lovely, lovely one. Come on, ceremony. An enemy is more than a distance. Okay. Is there a distance integer? Or a distance? Enemy distance. Alright. An enemy is more than a distance. Enemy distance is greater than. Nope. Nope. Greater than 3. Alright, so while the current health is less than the max health and the enemy distance is greater than 3. Okay. So there's the while loop. For each iteration of the loop, the character gains 1 health. Ah, shit. What's the tip? Ensure that the return statement is placed outside the while loop to correctly return the final value after the loop ends. Excuse me. Return. Return current health. Alright, return the current health. The new current health after regeneration. Is there something called the new current health? New. Nope. Alright, so I got this part. For each iteration of the loop. Let's see. Shoot, what was I supposed to put? For each iteration of the loop, character gains one. Let's just put I. While I. Nope. Shit. Character gains 1 health. Alright, so current health plus equals 1, and then let's see, the enemy distance shortens enemy distance enemy under slash distance shortens. Okay, so subtract equals 2 2 return current health. Alright, I got it right. Alright. Best of luck, man. Lots of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, remember to subscribe and follow if you want. And I'll see you guys on other live streams, hopefully. I play a shit ton of games too. May not be live stream, but Telco 760, you'll be able to find me on all the channels. I stream on Kick and Twitch and Rumble and YouTube. So Telco 760, you'll find all the channels if you look for Telco 760. Also on Steam, so we could play games together. If I play Helldivers a lot, so if I have the time, or when I have the time, I find the time. All right. So while the current health is less than max health and the enemy distance is greater than 3, the current health, add 1, enemy distance, subtract 2, return the current health. Sweet. Alright. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 5 more. And then we'll be able to finish the chapter. Let me see how long I've been streaming for. 50 minutes. I could keep going. Alright. I'll probably finish this whole chapter in this stream. Alright. Continue statement. Sometimes, while looping through the sequence, you may find items that you want to skip. Python, like many programming languages, provides a way to do this. The continue statement. Continue means go directly to the next iteration of the loop. Excuse me. Whatever else. Excuse me again. Whatever else was supposed to happen in the current iteration is skipped. Alright, let's say we want to print all the numbers from 1 to 50, but skip every 7th number. We can continue to do this by keeping track of a counter. Okay, I kind of remember doing this in college, in a class. I'm still in college. I'm in Sac State University right now, so. But I haven't done Python since like the first computer science class I took in community college. Yeah, that was a while ago. So remember, range is inclusive for the start, but exclusive of the end. Counter equals 0. Okay. For the number in range 1 to 51. Okay. Counter equals counter plus 1. If counter equals 7, counter equals 0. Reset the counter. Continue. Skip this number. Alright. Print number. Alright. What we'll see printed are the numbers 1 to 50, except for 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Any multiples of 7, basically. Avoid work. avoiding work, a continuous statement immediately halts the current iteration and jumps to the next one, which saves the program from doing unnecessary work. For example, if we calculate square roots, we might want to skip negative numbers. Continue lets us move on to the next number without wasting any time. For a number in the range of -5 and 5, if the number is less than 0, continue. Skip negatives. Okay. Print the square root of number is number times 0.5. What's 2 multiplications does what? Oh, it squares it, right? This is the square root fucking. I think so. This would print square root of 0 is 0.0. Okay. Use and continue to avoid pointless work and make your code run faster. It's which is especially helpful if the loop includes time-consuming computations. Assignment. In Fantasy Quest, we want to grant a player an enchantment each time they complete 3 quests. And the higher the number of the total quests completed, the stronger the enchantment. Fix the award enchantments function. Alright, so don't touch below this. Fix this function. It calculates the strength of the enchantment 5 times the total number of quests completed and prints message for the player. But we need to make sure this happens only once for every 3 quests that we iterate over within the loop. Only count the quests in the loop. Alright, don't worry about the total number of quests being divisible by 3. Alright, at the beginning of the function before the loop, initiate a counter variable to 0. Alright, before the loop. Alright, so. Ooh, this is a good song. Is It Any Wonder by Duran Jones and the Indications. Oh no, did it crash? It crashed my song. I think it did, yeah. You son of a bitch. Fucking Firefox. Fuck you, Firefox. Come on, you could do it. No, I skipped it. Alright, whatever. Sleepwalk is a good one too. Whatever. Counter equals fuck. Initiate a counter variable to 0. Counter equals 0. Within the for loop, okay, so within this, add 1 to the counter in each iteration to keep track of how many quests we've seen. Okay. For a quest number in range start end to step. Alright, so I believe it would be counter equals +1. Let me go back. So counter equals 0. Counter equals counter +1. I think this works too, right? Counter equals +1. It's the same shit. Whatever. I'll fix it. If it doesn't work, then I'll fix it. But I'm pretty sure counter equals +1 is the same shit. Counter +1. Alright, my music keeps on fucking crashing. Little Red Riding Hood. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Add one each iteration to keep track of how many quests have we've seen. If the counter is less than 3, continue to the next iteration. For quest number in range start end step, counter equals +1. To put an if statement right there. If counter equals I believe 3, enter did I do that right? And then continue. Alright. So counter equals 0 before the loop. For quest number in range, start end step, counter equals +1. If that doesn't work, I'll put counter +1. If the counter is equal to 3, reset the counter and then continue. It resets the counter, skip this, okay. What we'll see printed here are the numbers from 1 to 50 except for 7, 14, 21. Okay. For number in range, -5, yada yada. Alright. If counter is less than 3, continue. Wait. If it's less than 3. If number shit. Alright, so if counter equals 3 and okay, I'll just put an and fucking right here. Okay, no, never mind. If counter is less than 3, continue to the next iteration. Otherwise, we must have completed 3 quests. Reset the counter to 0 before the enchantment is awarded. How am I supposed to space this out? Okay, I had it right the first time. Setting up environment. Why is it not working? Oop. Alright, I didn't finish it, did I? Within the for loop, it says add 1 to the counter. Okay. If the counter is less than 3, counter equals 0, then continue. Enchantment strength equals quest number times 5, print. Shit. Okay. Add 1 to the counter each time. Each iteration. To keep track of how many quests have been. If the counter is less than 3, continue. To the next iteration. Otherwise, we... So if the counter is less than 3, continue. Else counter equals 0. Otherwise, we must have completed 3 quests. Reset counter to 0 beforehand. Before the enchantment is awarded. Nope. Ah, fuck. Help. I'm confused. Alright, I can read your code and output. One tiny bug is stopping the counter from ever reaching 3. Look closely at this line. Counter equals +1. That does not mean add 1 to counter. It means set the counter to positive. Okay, so yeah, I was wrong. Alright, so that counter +1. Here we go. Run. There we go. That was the mistake. Fuck! Alright, it says ECB 540. Hey, what are you learning currently and what are you planning to learn for the day? Alright, I am learning, let's see, on Boot.Dev, learning code in Python. I am on Loops, chapter 8, and currently on lesson 12. I'm trying to... Shit. Depending on the time, I'm gonna try to get this completed within the next half hour. Trying to get the whole chapter completed. So I'm on lesson 12. I got 4 more lessons to go. And we'll see if I can complete on time. You said just think about it. You need something to handle when it's lesson 3 and something that handles if counter is 3, so you cannot combine them. Okay. You were helping me out and I wasn't reading your chat. My bad. When I'm in the zone, I apologize if I don't read your guys' comments on time, but I'll try. Alright. We can use continue to skip to the next iteration in the loop, but what if we want to exit the loop entirely? Break, okay? That's where break statement comes in. For n in the range of 42, print fn times n equals n times n. If n times n is greater than 150, make a break. Okay, so 0 times 0 is 0. Okay. It takes a break after this one. This code will loop from 0 all the way to 41, but it actually exits early. Once n times n is greater than 150, the break statement executes, stopping the loop entirely. Okay. Assignment. When a character in Fantasy Quest is attacked, the strength of the attack is compared to the strength of the character defense enchantments. If the character has an enchantment that is at least as strong as the attack, then the attack is blocked, and the character takes no damage. Fix the check defense function. Alright. Do not touch below this line. Alright, so we're only messing with this. It checks defensive enchantment against the attack. If an enchantment is strong enough, it prints the attack. It prints that the attack is blocked. In that case, the loop should stop instead of checking further. Make sure that it does. Right. Alright, so for the enchantment strength in range, this shit. Range minimum enchantment, maximum enchantment +1. Print comparing attack strength to enchantment strength, enchantment strength. If enchantment strength is greater than or equal to attack strength, print attack blocked, break has to go right there, right? Break if let's enter and then enter break right here. Run. Alright, sweet. Lesson 13, match countdown. We need a timer to count down the start of a PvP matches in Fantasy Quest. The assignment is complete the countdown to start. Alright, so just messing with this. Write a loop that counts down from 10 to 1. At each iteration, print the number with an ellipsis. 10, 9, 8, etc. However, when I is 1, print fight additionally 1 fight. Do not use ellipsis character ... Use 3 periods period instead. So period space period space period. All right. Body's kneeling warm and bright as vulture fine and natural sight. All right. Write a loop that counts down from 10 to 0. At each iteration, print the number of num equals shit. I don't even know how to start. Fuck. It says, okay, it looks like you're starting with a while loop. That can work, but for counting down from a fixed number, a for loop with range is usually cleaner. Alright. Ah, okay. Here's the quick example of range counting down, unrelated to your task. For I in range, okay. Let's see. Write a loop that counts down from 10 to 1. Uh, 0 comma 10. Oh, and then let's see, it has to go down by 1, right? Write a loop that counts down from 10 to 1 at each iteration. Print the number with ellipses. Alright, so PRI. Print I, and then nope. Dot space dot space dot. String line 3. Print I. Do I concatenate? Or do I have to put F string? Counting down to match start. No. Then right here I have to put return some shit. Counting down to match start. Does it want a counter? Alright, good progress on the loop structure. The issue is with your range arguments. Right now, the range is 0 to 10. Minus 1 produces no numbers at all because you're starting at 0 and trying to count down to 10, which is impossible. Think about it. Think about it this way: to count down, start from 10 to 1. Alright, so I gotta switch this to 10 and this to 1. Okay. And that's not working. It produces no numbers at all because you're starting at 0 and trying to count down to 10, which is impossible. Think about it this way. Also, a small note on the I have to F string this bitch. Okay, print F string and print the brackets. Where are the brackets? I dot dot dot. Counting down to match start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. from 10 to 1, you should start and stop. Okay, also a small note, print format the lesson once. 10 dot 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 3 periods, no spaces. Alright. Fix the range first, then see what happens. Alright. However, when I is 1, print flight additionally. Alright, let's put if I is equal to 1. However, when I is 1, print flight. Okay, so print print f I GHT exclamation point. Ah, fuck! I erased all of that. Okay. Capital F. Nope. GHT. Nope. Alright, additionally, if I equals 1, print flight. Additionally, so F string this bitch, right? Shit. Okay. How about let's move this over here and this up there. For I in range, this range, if I equals 1, print f this phi, else print. Okay. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what to put. Alright, counting down to match start. One. No. For I in range this, uh, print F this. Okay, no. How about if I put elif? Hmm. Okay. It's really close. The countdown is working great. The only issue is that when I equals 1, you're printing 2 lines. And then one fight, but the lesson only one once. How might you use an if else to print one thing when I equals 1 and something different for how about I put else on here and then put if no. Fuck. Ooh, I think I know. I had it right the first time. I just had to put like continue or some shit. Okay. For I in range 10, 0, minus 1, if I is equal to 1, print f equals I. And then, let's see, let's go back. Order, I put continue. Continue. Okay, just by itself. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Stop crashing. Spacing, I'm guessing. Line 7, print F. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight! Alright. Yeah. Sweet. Okie dokie. He said, that's decent, but make sure not to rush it. Hey, yo, hello? Pratty Ushamuret 13, whatever. Learning backend or what? Yeah. Python, though. Range, start, end step. We start at 10 and end, so stop. Okay. Don't need to continue, though. If I take it off, I'm pretty sure it's not going to continue because that's where I messed up last time. So if I remove the continue, it oh, it will? Why didn't it work the last time? Okay. Maybe it was the spacing that I fucked up on. Alright. I don't need to continue. Experience points. Alright, adventurers need experience points to level up and become stronger. We want to show the total XP a player has gained given their current level. Each character starts with 0 XP at level 1. To reach the next level, they need to accumulate additional XP equal to their current level times 5. For example, at level 1, XP is 0. Okay. To reach level 2, we need the 5 XP, 1 times 5, added to the current XP so far. At level 2, XP is 5. To reach the level 10, 2 times 5, yada yada. To reach level 4, we need 15 XP, 3 times 5. Added to the current XP so far, 15, and so on. To summarize the calculation in the table, level 1, 0, 5 XP. 2, we get 5 times 2, 10, 3 times 5, 15, 4 times 5 is 20. That's how much we're adding. No, XP so far. XP for next level. Assignment. Complete the calculate experience points right here. Function. It accepts a level integer and returns the total XP a player has gained so far. Alright. Shit. I'm throwing a blank out here. Okay. Summarize the calculation in the table. Complete the calculate experience points function. It accepts a level integer and returns the total XP. Alright, what kind of a loop? While? A while loop? Alright, let's think through this step. The goal is to accumulate XP as a player levels up, looking at this table lesson. Alright, a couple of questions to get you thinking. What pattern do you notice when each levels XP? How does it grow? Since you're accumulating XP across multiple levels, what kind of loop might be useful here? Start by just thinking about how you'd calculate the XP for level 3 by hand. Then we can translate that into code. Alright, so level Do I need a counter though? No, it's not saying we need a counter. So level is an integer. Okay. Um. Shit. Should I use a while? What am I looking at? Which one? Jordan Rules. Hello, I'm a tech nerd and I've been trying to learn code, so I'm gonna watch you. I'm trying to learn too, man. Uh. Come on. Firefox keeps on freaking crashing. Alright, what am I thinking of? Num equals 0 while num is greater. I'm thinking something like this. While level. You add the Nah, I don't. I have no idea. I'm lost. Oh wait. Uh, shit. That doesn't do shit. I already know. I'm lost. I can't think for myself for now. Okay, so no worries. A couple of issues to address one at a time. First, the indentation error. All right. Everything inside the function must be indented. Right now, your while loop is at the same level as def line. Okay. Second, take a step back on the approach. Before fixing the rest, it's worth asking, what is the function supposed to return? Okay, and what value are you actually accumulating as you loop? Um, Maybe a for loop would be best. Let me read your guys' comments. Okay, so when you read this chat, keep this in mind. Bro, I'm on Windows 11, not Linux. Um, you you all this is via the web, so if you want to do Boot.Dev, you could do it on fucking you just using the internet, whichever internet browser. Do you need Linux to code? No. Not if you're gonna do boot.dev, but if you're gonna code, there's different things that you're on Windows, right? So you could use VS Code, or freaking Microsoft Visual Studio to code, or you could install a fucking virtual machine, and you could install Linux if you want to try out Linux, and not actually switch to Linux. Let's see. While loops are used when you do not know exactly the number of times you want the loop, but rather a condition terminal where it terminates. Alright, so a for loop would be best. And you use a for loop when you exactly know the number of iterations, start stop values. Alright, in practice, try to avoid writing while loops. If you find yourself using one, take a step back and see if it can be written as for loop. Yep, for loop. Okay. Thank you. Okay, for now, let me go back just to see kind of like an example that I'm gonna copy basically. Uh, Something like this maybe. But I'm gonna return something. While for I in range total plus I return the total. Okay. Something like this. Come on. Wait. What the fuck? I'm on this one. Okay. Alright, something like this maybe. And then replace this with level. So the level equals for I in range 1 to 4. Get the level. Plus or equals I. Okay, so I. And then let's do this. I times 5. Shit. I times cinco. Let's see what that does. Oh, return the level. One pass, two failed. Okay. Input 2, expect 5. The actual is 30, so I failed this one. Which one did I pass? The last one? Input 4, expect 30. The actual is 30, passed. So 2 of them failed. I can see that your code and output. I can see your code and output. Two issues to address. Issue 1. You're overriding the level parameter. Your function receives level as an argument, but then immediately sets level to 0, destroying the input value. You need to separate variable to track accumulated XP. Issue 2. Okay, so don't need this, I guess. No. Issue 2. Your loop range is hard-coded for I in range 1 to 4. This always loops from 1 to 3, no matter what level is passed in. That's why every call returns 30. It always does the same calculation. Think about it this way. If level is 2, how many iterations should the loop run? If level is 4, how many? What should the upper bound of range be based on the input level? End. Should I just use end? Nope. Maybe XP. It needs to return the total XP of a player. Is XP. Nope. Okay. Need to define what fucking total XP is. Let's see. At level 1, XP is 0. Okay. Alright, so the total XP is level. For I in range 1 to fucking. No. At level 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. To reach the next level, they need to accumulate additional XP equal to their current level 5 times. So start at 1 actually. 1 to 5. Alright. Input to expected 5, actual is 50. Alright, let's put this 2. Shit. Okay, let's see. So the total XP 0 for I in range 1 to 5. So if I is 1, 1 times 5 should be 5. Oh, wait. If I is equal to 1, then uh, total under slash XP is equal to 0. Ugh. Maybe I don't need this one. Nope. Fuck. Alright, you're closer than you think. But 2 things to address. Issue 1, the total under slash XP should be initialized before the loop, not inside it. Alright, so maybe I do need it. Okay. Um, Putting total XP inside the loop within if I equals 1. Check is fragile. Just set it once before the loop starts. So total XP equals 0 for I in range. Total XP plus equals. Fuck. Oh shit, that's all I had to do? What? Really? No fucking way. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, we need to learn lose better. Check this out. Alright. Because I'm like, what if I just put this in? Alright. That's all I had to fucking do. Overcomplicating shit for no reason. Alright, so total XP 0 for I in the range of the level. The total XP plus or equal to I times 5. Return the total XP. Reread the directions. Adventurers need experience points XP to level up to become stronger. We want to show the total XP of the player has gained given their current level. So given their current level, that's the only parameter. Okay. Each character starts with 0 XP. Alright, so total XP equals 0 at level 1. To reach the next level, they need to accumulate additional XP equal to their current level times 5. That's what I did right here. The total XP plus equals I times 5. And then return the total XP. I'm pissed off. It was so simple. But, oh my god. I feel retarded. Alright. Let's finish this off. Alright, meditate. In Fantasy Quest, characters can meditate to drink mana potions and regain mana over time. Assignment. Complete the meditate function using a while loop. It accepts mana, the current mana of the character, the max mana, the maximum mana of the character, num potions, the number of mana potions the character has. It consumes potions one at a time until either the character mana reaches its maximum or the character has no more potions left. Each potion ugh, each potion restores 1 point of mana. When the meditation is over, it returns the player's mana and the number of potions left, in that order. Alright, so this is like fucking Elden Ring. Or, not Elden Ring, like The Witcher when you meditate. Alright, it's kind of like this one right here. Alright, complete the meditate function while loop. It accepts mana, the current mana of the character. Alright. Max mana. Okay. Alright, Alright, while the mana is less than the max mana, there's only one parameter, I think. While the mana is less than the max mana, it consumes potions one at a time until either the character's mana has reached potions. Okay, num of potions minus one at a time until either the character's mana has reached its max mana. Okay. The character has no more potions left. It consumes potions one at a time until either there's none left. The character has no potions left. Each potion restores. Is there a consume fucking? Num potions, max mana, mana. Alright, while the mana is less than max mana, number of potions. Okay, this is consuming one potion at a time. Return mana? Uh, nope. Each potion restores 1 point of mana. Uh, so number of potions equals uh, no. Shit. How do I set each potion as 1 point towards mana? Maybe I do it within the while loop. Fuck, what do I do? Alright, so I see that you're attempting to brew a meditation loop, but we can run into a small snag with how the function is communicating results. The error typer cannot unpack non-iterable integer object. It's occurring because the testing code expects your function to return two values, the mana and the remaining potions, but you are currently only returning one. Return mana. Uh, Beyond that, there are two logical hurdles to clear. The return location. In Python, as soon as a return statement is executed, the function ends immediately. If you put return inside your while loop, it will uh, it will be able to finish all iterations needed to reach max mana. If you put return inside your while loop, will it be able to finish all iterations needed to reach max mana? Mana regeneration. You are successfully decreasing num potions inside the loop, but what is happening to the mana variable? If a potion is consumed, should the mana increase? Uh, should I put an if statement in there? Oh, okay. Uh, Number of potions. Input 0, 10. Expected mana 9. Potion 0. Actual mana 0. Potions 8. Uh, let's see here. If mana is equal to max mana, okay, if mana is equal to the max mana. How do I reset it? Restore one. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, it's an endless loop, isn't it? Okay. It looks like you started a while loop, but there's two main reasons your code is hitting a snag. Infinite loop Inside your loop, you are decreasing numb potions, but you earn increasing mana. Oh, okay. Numb potions. And then, max mana 10. Number of potions 9. Expected mana 9. Potions 0. The actual mana 10. Potions -1. Hmm. Fuck. I'm drawing a blank here. If mana equals max mana, break? Nope. I'm tripping. Fuck. Have a good one. Look at the function definition and see the variables passed. Shit. Alright. I'm making great progress. You're giving an infinite loop by increasing mana. You fix the infinite loop by increasing mana. However, the type error and negative potion count in your output point to two specific logic hurdles. Stopping condition right now, your loop only checks If the mana is less than max mana, if a player has 0 potions but and 0 mana, the loop starts anyway. Subtract a potion, making it -1, and adds mana from a potion that didn't exist. You need to ensure the loop only runs while the player also has more than 0. So if num potions so when the mana is less than max mana, num potions -1 mana if okay. If the num / potions nope. If mana is equal to max mana, num potions minus equals 0. Num / potions subtract 0. But how do you reset? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, is it? Hmm. Fuck, I'm stuck. If a player has 0 potions but 0 mana, the loop starts anyway. Okay, if number of potions equals 0, mana plus fucking plus equals 0. Yeah, I'm fucking going brain dead. I need a break. I need to sleep. It looks like you've run into a small syntax error first. Every if while statement needs a colon. Okay. Mana 0, 10. Number of potions 9. Expected mana 9, potion 0. Actual mana 9, potion. Okay, so I got that now. Mana 0, max mana. Right. You reached a common hurdle, my apprentice. Your code is returning none. In the second test case, because the loop finishes when mana reaches max mana, uh, but since the number of potions is greater than 0, your if block is never entered and the return statement is never reached. To fix this, consider 2 adjustments. Move the return. If you move your return mana num potions all the way to the left, so it's outside of the while loop at the okay. Oh my god. Okay, so that's closer. The spacing, okay. All the way to the left, so it's outside of the while loop. At the very bottom of the function, it will return the values no matter how the loop ended. Okay, so the loop condition in your second test case, what happen what happens if number potions is already 0 when the function starts. The loop will try to subtract 1 from it anyway. You should update your while condition to ensure that the loop only runs while you have potions left. Okay, since your second test case, what happens if the number of potions is already 0? Okay, you should update your while condition to ensure that the loop only runs while you have potions. While mana is less than max mana and the number of potions is greater. Okay, so I gotta add this. Okay, so while the mana is less than max mana and the number of potions is greater than 0, the number of potions subtract 1 and then you add 1 mana. If the number of potions equals 0, mana plus, okay, return mana, run. 4 past 0 failed. Okay, okay. I'm just going brain dead right now. Now I'm not actually thinking about what's happening. Alright. Before I end this, in a fantasy quest, characters can meditate to drink mana potions to regain mana over time. The assignment was complete meditate function using a while loop. It accepts mana, which is the current mana of the character. The max mana of the character is the maximum mana of the character. Number of potions is the number of mana potions the character has. So these are 3 parameters. Alright, it consumes 1 at a time until either the character's mana has reached its maximum or actually the character has no more potions left. Okay, so while the mana is less than max mana, okay, that's how I keep track of the mana, and the number of potions needs to be more than 0. Then subtract a potion so you could add 1 mana, and then it just keeps on going until it reaches the max mana integer. And then it stops if the number of potions is less or like at 0. This only works if it's more than 0, okay? Or else it doesn't subtract 1. Alright, and then mana plus 1. Alright, because I put the if statement here, if the number of potions equals to 0, then mana, nothing gets added to the mana. And then return mana num potions, it returns the integer, like what is the current mana after using those potions, and how many potions left. Okay. So the input, someone inputs 0, max mana is 10, the number of potions is 9. So that means after they subtract 9 potions, the mana is up to 9, and not, okay. And there's no potions left. If the mana is 0, the max mana is 12. Number of potions, 20. Okay. Mana is 12. And potions left 8. If the max mana is 12 and you have 20 fucking potions, You only need to use fucking 12, and you have 8 left over. Okay, mana 12, potions 8. So the max mana right here on the left hits with 8 potions. Okay. Input here 100, max mana is 100, number of potions 0. Expected mana 100, potions 0. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to get it. Well, I'm fucking confusing myself. Alright. Learn to code in Python. Next one we're gonna do is lists. Then dictionary, sets, errors, practice, and then quiz. And then learn Linux after that. Okay. Yep. Got a lot of practicing to do. Shit. Loops. Alright. Alright, you guys, that's gonna be it. Feeling sleepy. Need to take a break anyways. And then I'll see you guys next time. You guys know what to do. Subscribe, follow. I live stream on Twitch. On freaking Kick, on YouTube, and Rumble. If those videos get deleted, you can always see it on the playlist on YouTube, or straight up on Rumble. So for example, let's go to my YouTube channel, just so you guys know where to find it. Search for Telco 760 right here. This is me. You go to, oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Let me close that, and let's close that. Alright, so you can either find it by going to live stuff. It's gonna be here, like whichever last live freaking stream that I did. And you can also find it, like all my freaking Boot.Dev backend developer path right here. This is gonna be my, I believe, 12th video. Let's just close this. And then yeah, I'm gonna continue this whenever I have time. Put in some time to finish the whole course, all the courses within Boot.Dev, because I paid like 350 bucks for it. And then yeah, apparently you guys could do it free. It's just like the gamification of it, like you being able to keep track of everything and being able to use Boots, their AI, to help you uh, throughout each course and each lesson without actually giving you the answers. So yeah, it takes a while to fucking get it. But it's way better than just watching someone. Like I know you guys are watching me or watching this video of me doing it, but you guys should either do it along with me. Um, I don't know, get some compiler or whatever. Is better than just watching. Plus, you guys don't even have. If you guys are just gonna watch to learn, you guys could go straight to Boot.Dev on YouTube. They have a playlist with all their courses. They go through each course, every lesson, and it's better. You guys could watch it through there. If you guys like watching someone struggle learning how to do it, that's a different story. That's what this this live stream is for. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.